What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Polo Evolve. I'm back with another video. And just a quick trade recap for the day. As you guys can see, made about $590.84 across 3 accounts. Yep, Sapphire, Ruby, Emerald, Pokemon reference. Gotta love to see it. Anyway, very quickly, I'm gonna walk you guys through what trades I took today. Now this is MGC, so it's gold. Obviously, we're pretty bullish, but when I opened up, well, I basically traded Asian session last night, and not the most ideal thing to do, but nonetheless, I think this was Asian session, if I'm not mistaken. But basically, this was Asian open, and if you bust it down to the 30-minute, basically, there's a big bearish engulfing candle, definitely signifying that we want to push back lower. And so I just, the next candle, little top wick, flipped, took the entry, and got out with profit. I expected it to hit a price to basically tap off at these levels, maybe here, down here as well, which kind of did later on, but nonetheless, Asian session is pretty choppy. I ended up winning that trade, but being the degenerate that I was last night, I basically ended up over trading, and I took a bunch of trades and ended up the session break even. And it was pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie, because that type of behavior is exactly what I need to avoid moving forward if I want to become profitable. And again, there's nothing I can do about it now. It is over. And listen, I got lucky and I got out with a break even for the session. But if I continue to do those type of habits, I will most certainly crash and burn, as I previously learned from my my past performance as well with other funded accounts. But nonetheless, came out with a break even session, and then this morning I'll show you guys. It's kind of consolidating for the morning, but 8:30 I hopped on the charts and I did notice that we wanted to go to the downside. I took an entry right here once price started to struggle here. We had like a big push down and then it kind of retraced a little bit. And then once this candle, this 1 minute candle rejected, I just took that entry with the stop loss above. And eventually, honestly, this was a pretty simple trade. Within like 5 to 7 minutes, I'm out, hit TP. And thankfully, this is one of the times where it hit TP, right? I have my TP down here. It hit TP and literally rejected. So instead of getting edged, it was the other way around and it hit my TP and it kept moving in the opposite direction. But I was out of that trade. That's pretty much a bulk of my win for the day. And then I took another entry on this continuation essentially once price created a high, came back 1 minute, kind of created a little bit of support here. I just anticipated that we would continue moving forward. I initially wanted to see the push above, which we did not get. And again, thankfully, because I took a win on this trade, I was more likely to just, take my profits out here. I see price struggling and I was just like, you know what, I'm out. I don't need the full amount. I'm just gonna take my piece of the pie and keep it moving. And with that being said, now, price eventually did end up moving forward, as you guys can tell. Damn, like it's just a really clean move up. And this is pretty simple to see, right? Came back, tapped these levels. Once this candle rejected this, I guess like the bottom side, the sell side, boom, easy money. Like really, you could have took it with this and had, this candle stop loss. And if price came back and hit and like tapped you out, yeah, that would invalidate your trade. But in this case, it would have just kept running up. Anyway, I don't really care. That's great. Eventually, I will get to the point where I can catch these types of trades as well. But honestly, with my psychology, I prefer to be in and out of trades. As you guys can tell, I'm now scaling in on the 1 minute and just essentially, I just want to get I want to look for those pushes up, which in this case was pretty much a sniper entry. This case, almost a sniper entry, but nonetheless, like it could have hit me out, yes, but at the same time, easy. Like within 5 minutes, I'm in and out of the trade. And that's what I personally like to see. Now, I also did take a trade on NASDAQ. Now, NASDAQ, basically, before the session started, this is the 8 o'clock candle. You guys can see it's kind of bullish. I anticipated, yeah, we have a level right here as well. I did anticipate that we would continue to push forward, but, that's not how NASDAQ, that's not how NQ wants to move most of the time. Most of the time, it's going to stop you out and then move price in the direction that it wants to go. Now, with that being said, 9 o'clock opens up like this. 9:30, I did not take the initial push down. I wanted to see some candles close in my favor. And essentially, once this candle closed down, it didn't really close below, but once we started to reject again, I basically had a paper trade to begin right over here, right? And honestly, that would have been a sniper entry because literally the entry was right here. And I just, because I already took 2 trades for the day, I was just like, you know what? I don't want to take this trade just because I don't want to risk the profits that I already have. I don't need to, right? This is my third winning day of this funded account, and I'm just looking for payouts. I'm not looking for no home runs. But nonetheless, when that did happen, it tapped my TP like instantly. And then the next 15 finally opened up, created a little bit of a top wick, and I entered right here, I believe, right? Just anticipating that this flip would get a little bit down. Anyway, I ended up taking like 20 points, but really I could have held this trade for just a massive, massive push to the downside. But nonetheless, like again, a win is a win, guys. I'm not gonna complain. 590 on the day. You guys can see 1500 for the week so far. Guys see definitely overtraded in Asian session. And again, I just want to keep myself accountable. That's why I'm even telling you guys, I'm being a little transparent about these things now. And but also I am taking a lot of just one micro contract entries, and then I'll just add one. I'll move the stop loss and I'll see, okay, like am I comfortable with losing this much? And I'm looking to risk anywhere from like $200 to $300 per trade now, just because that isn't going to affect me psychologically. If I lose $200 or $300 on a trade, I don't really care. And same time, I'm looking to also make 200 to 300 per trade. So at least a 1-to-1. And in this case, making a little bit more, I'm not going to complain. But basically, I'm up 4,500 for the week so far, which is not bad, which is not bad at all. Now, this is the power of scaling with accounts, right? Because if you guys watch my previous videos, you guys will see that one funded account that I had in December, I was able to run it up, get $3,000 worth of payouts. But really what I was doing was I was putting all of my focus onto that one account and just really hoping that that was going to make me a bulk of the money, which again, I did get some payouts, but this is way easier. I only have 3 accounts, and I would imagine the traders with 5 accounts, 10 accounts, 15, 20 accounts, this is like clockwork to them, man. All you have to do is make like $200 to $300 a day, and that shit will just add up, right? I know I made about $600 today, like 590, which ends up being almost like an $1,800 day, I guess, almost. But nonetheless, like that's pretty fire, and that's just 3 accounts. Imagine I had 5 accounts. Again, this is how you scale up, and I'm starting to see the light. I'm starting to understand how this prop firm game works. And again, just documenting the journey. Hopefully, this is inspiring some of you guys. I am still not profitable. I'm definitely in the net negative, so I want to preface that and be transparent about where I am in my journey. But nonetheless, hope this inspires you guys, because man, I just want to make it out the mud, man. That's all it is, bro. I just want to make it out, make sure that my people are taken care of, and that's it, man. And this trading thing is a great vehicle for that, while you can get some time back, right? That was my dream. I don't want to be working for someone, having to say yes, yes, sir, no, sir. And listen, I do have a 9 to 5 right now, or more likely, I could say it's a 4 to 12 because that's the shift that I work. But it's all temporary, right? And what I want you guys to understand is, take your little base hits. That's the best thing I could say. Take your little base hits, and those things will add up. And just be more conscious of what you're doing, right? Like I'll be honest about Asian session. Obviously, I overtraded, but I've journaled about it. I've made my peace with it, and I'm moving forward. My past experience or my past results do not reflect my future results or what's happening in the present. And that applies to everyone and anyone that is watching this video. If you guys were messing up, not doing what you're supposed to do before, that does not mean that you have to continue doing that today or in the future in general. All right, hopefully, yeah, but thank you guys for the support. That's all for today. Yeah, that's about it, guys. You guys let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about my trades? Did you guys take anything similar? Let me know how your journeys are going, profitable, not profitable. Love to hear it, and peace out, guys.